Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me okay because you can't tell, I got a headset on. Anyway, what I want to talk about is I'm actually working in a newspaper distribution facility here. And what's interesting about this is that here's where the propaganda gets delivered, right? So they got control the predictive programming people and stuff like that. So anyway, what I want to talk about is that there's several things, so I'm going to be quick here because I'm going to have to get moving here shortly. But a couple things. We have decoded that Jaws shark. There was a Mandela effect with the Center for Disease Control guy named Anthony, and I don't have his last name offside. Vivacochi, or sorry, I'm sorry, can't pronounce it right. Sorry, everyone. Well, anyway. There was 2 C's his name, and it was pulled back to 1 C. Analysis on that, and his name actually means for shark. Now that they've changed the Mandela effect to change his name, the shark stands for Jaws, right? Also, a brother, thank you, Vector Recall from the Mandela effect, his channel, that he's done a lot of this that triggered me off. That onto this, that he mentioned that that they changed his name, and then I decoded that as shark. And also then he also just did another video about Jaws where he used to say we're going to need a bigger boat. Now it says you're going to need a bigger boat. So we've had and then also in the iPad Goat 2 video there is a shark, a Jaws, to the left on the chalkboard, left of a hangman, and and right next behind George W. Bush. Okay. So we're getting a lot of things about, and then it really blows my mind, thank you Vector Recall, he threw out another one today saying that there was a man who was just killed about 20 hours ago by a shark that was attacked in Maui. And he was familiar with that area because he used to surf it. So we got multiple sharks. Now, so, so is something unfolding with iPad Go 2? Well, we don't worry about this thing too much about the Father and Lord, but I do find it kind of interesting that, just trying to show you something else while you're listening to Kurt talk, that we're having a lot of things about shark, okay? But this is the Father, he's in control, so we just sit there and hold tight. We can project all we want, but we sit and be prepared, and sometimes it's a good idea to kind of have a heads up or a thumbs up of what's going to happen, right? Stock market, starting to swing around that. So anyway, we're seeing a lot of numbers flashing in the stock market that I've tied these numbers to something big probably happening. 30,000 level in the Dow was a major thing, and even Donald Trump said it's a spiritual war over that 30,000. We saw the S&P 500 has a bunch of 19, 19, 11, and stuff like that. So then the Russell has some 7s and very key numbers. It's amazing how the Father can line up these indexes. Now, we don't know, but we do know that eventually that they're going to pull the plug in the stock market. But we don't know how high, because they want to make sure that they can take it up big enough to introduce a one world government, one world religion, and also one world currency, that they're going to have to get that market up, because that's a good way of crashing the dollar and make it justifiable to a new currency, a real global currency, okay? But they can do those other means. But anyway, so we're eyeballing the stock market. I'm not going to do any projection on the stock market, but I can tell you right now that it's going to come unglued like you've never seen it eventually. Well, eventually they said, yeah, when is that, Kurt? Well, we don't know. But I'm projecting between here and to February, right? That far out. Doesn't matter, it's all coming back. Because even as a day trader, there's 5 gaps up in S&P 500, and every day trader knew that every gap must be filled. So those gaps will be filled, okay? So it's coming down. What else? Want to make sure I cover some things here that are going around the world. Oh, I don't know if you saw that there was a pub owner in New York City who, he was complaining that it's not fair that all his friends and family and worker, people working there trying to make a living have been shut down. Can't make any money. They're starving into Christmas, while the big corporations, the global elites are just sitting and eating turkey and enjoying themselves. He is furious. Now this gets so bad, I don't know the whole story, but there was a Caucasian white guy, a younger gentleman, who was arrested. They said it was like Obama coming in there, like President Obama being arrested, because he said there was 20 sheriffs to show up there in New York City to apprehend one Caucasian white guy that was protesting with not wanting to do the mask. 20. Can you believe that? 20. And they've even lied. They said that one of the sheriffs was injured by this gentleman that broke his ankle or something ridiculous. And they said that their lies are just so thick. And but anyway, so if you watch YouTube on that, the lies and deceptions are so thick. That's how much they're pushing the evil forces, the global elite. Remember, they're going to lose because we're going to come with the Father and the Lord and the angels on the good side. And so you can play. And see, the thing you got to remember that in that story that's happening right now, that God bless God. No, God bless. God bless this gentleman. I'm sorry, I meant this gentleman, because now it's gotten political attention. It's exposing everything. It's exposing how the police have become corrupt. Exposing how the globalists are using police to their side. It's exposing, and I'd say it's even exposing Trump, that he's not doing a good enough job to protect these people. Even from the police. Come on, these people should be arrested for violating the United States constitutional rights and not caring about these people. Now I know God's got a plan, and He'll be working with Trump on these things, but I'm telling you, we got people we got three camps right now. We got ones that want to riot for the Democratic side. We got ones that want to riot for the Republican side. They're ready for a civil war. And then we got the ones that know the truth, like some veterans that says they all stink. Arrest every politician, including Trump. I just talked to a guy, so my voice is shot, that he was in Korea and Vietnam. Saw him at the YMCA, and he was telling me, see, it's amazing. He was telling me, so I'll stay on focus here. He's telling me that all the politicians should be arrested because they're all a bunch of liars. They're dividing the nation, and he said they're not working for the people and the children and the future of our country. And it came right. He goes, even Trump's a filthy. So you got to realize that. And I've heard this in former CIA agents, people who really were close. One actually worked next to Trump and quit. We got a lot of veterans who are just furious. Then we got a lot of veterans who support Trump that can't see past the dang lies and the BS. So, but remember, God's got this under control. But I just want you to be aware of there's three camps, and we don't know how this is going to end up in a civil war. I don't know, because you got the ones who are ready to march on Washington, and it says heck both sides, Republicans and Democrats, and then you got the ones who are trying to join a side. Pick the side you're on. Well, you want a side to pick it on. Pick the Father. Pick God. That's the side you want to be on, right? Because we don't want to be on any side of man and flesh, right? None. Zero. Pick God as the team you want to be on, God's team. And then we can work together, of course, yes, in the yard job here in flesh, okay? All right. My voice is shot, but anyway. So, Mandela effect. Back to the Mandela effect, folks. Pay attention to about the jaw shift. There's a lot of jaw shifts out there, and if you decode that, actually, there's nothing I wish I could do is that the geography actually changed as well. There's actually, it actually goes back to 2014, that there's a depiction of Jaws at a geographical location on Earth, and I needed to take an analysis and take a look at that deeply a chance. So we got multiple communication about Jaws. Now, in that one about Jaws, which is strange, that there's something about a dinosaur, don't know why, and also Bigfoot. So I'm going to be doing some analysis on that. Now, also, I wanted to let you know that, remember iPet Goat 2 video, it was named after my pet goat, which was George Bush during the 9/11 attacks. I found some photos. I'm not trying to authenticate the truthness of them, but there's photos that show George Bush wearing two different suits and ties on the same day, same time, in the same classroom. And so we got a collision, possibly photographs showing Bush where he was in two realities in the same time frame, same spot. And remember, the name of the book changed from, like I said, from My Pet Goat to The Pet Goat, something like that. The Pet Goat or something. So, but also I just found amazing that we actually have George W. Bush with two different realities, wearing two different ties, and he's actually holding the book upside down even, which is ridiculous. I don't remember, at the time nobody really paid attention to that. Wasn't noticed, they said, until 2014 or something, that Michael Moore had noticed that he's holding the book upside down. So that means everything is upside down, okay? Everything's backwards here now. Also, that's like even on the chalkboard in iPad Go 2, it says E-V-O-L, evil, like that, which is love backwards, okay? So everything's spelled backwards, everything. So I'm trying to figure out what that means, why everything is, even the spelling words are backwards. And we can't figure out the last part. It says evil TN, something TN, evil. So it's some sort of evolution, which we know is a lie. But also, I'm thinking it could be something like evil Satan backwards or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I gotta let you go. But that's the crust of it. Okay, let's go. Bye bye.